This is Gertie, my 2016 long wheelbase Citroen Dispatch. Thought I would give you a tour of her. I venture out with my dog, who's gone inside. This is Dexter. Dexter is a Brittany. You're handsome, aren't you? He's very good at making himself look like he's an abused dog. So this is inside Gertie, much like any other camper van that you see, I guess. I put the swivel seat in. Just parked up on the camping and caravanning club site at Chipping Norton. I'll show you some of my favourite items that I bought for Gertie, my camper, since I've owned her. I'm going to start with the most used thing, which is the electric kettle. It does switch off automatically. I can't collapse it for you at the moment because I don't think you can see the steam. I've not long boiled it, so I couldn't resist the drink while I was making the video. It was about £20 off Amazon, and it's massive difference to me. It collapses to about there, it shuts down too. Boils pretty quickly, and it just obviously saves me having to do the gas. And also I bought it initially because if I was cooking something, I might have been doing sort of a meaty or a veggie. I tend to eat veggie stuff in the camper, but a veggie meat substitute and then some beans or peas, and I tend to make a lot of mash in the camper as well, so I only have 2 hobs in here. So having the electric kettle did mean that obviously I could be making my camper life instant mash while I was cooking the rest of my food. Which leads me into the fact that the other thing that I like is it is plugged into this adapter, which is a really neat adapter, which also has 2 USB sockets and a USB-C socket on it. So that's quite handy because I only have 1 plug in the kitchen area, so that means I can plug all of my appliances, well, devices, not appliances, in and get them going. Second on the list is what everybody else loves, which is obviously the Ridge Monkey. I only have the little one because I like to bring small loaves of bread so it's less calories. So I only have the little Ridge Monkey, but I do toasties in there. I don't tend to use it for much else, but I do love a good toasty. Which then leads me on to, I have a little George Foreman. This is only 700 watts, so it doesn't trip the campsite electric, so this is great. And I do have an outside barbecue point, but I don't tend to use it because it's on the off side of my van, and my dog is on the near side of my van, and he doesn't particularly like me being around that side, so it's just easy for me to have this plugged in. I've got another plug socket by the opening door, and I just stick a table out and I can cook outside with that. And again, it saves gas. Now gas is becoming a bit more scarce and obviously more expensive. And getting away from appliances, this has been brilliant for times when there's been no facilities on site. So this is a no rinse wash, so it sort of foams up on you like a mousse. It washes you, and you don't need to rinse it off. You just, well, you need a towel, which I don't have, but you just have to dry it with a towel, and then you're sorted. Another one of my favourite items is the cushion. Now, I know lots of you do these hacks anyway with normal cushion covers, but the cushion is a cushion that folds out into a blanket. Well, it's a quilt, and they're really warm. I went to the Scottish Highlands recently, and I only had a couple of these on at night. Did shut the pop top at night, but I didn't need the heating on. They were plenty warm enough, and they do fold up quite small, ready for when you're traveling in the day. So they're brilliant. I absolutely love the cushion. Love its name, love everything about it. Don't know how long the zips will last. Again, the cushion was on, iBeanie cushion was on Amazon. I don't know how much I told my husband it cost, but it wasn't that expensive. Under £30 for certain. But now I find them brilliant, and they just take up less space in the camper van when space is a premium. Another favourite thing that I have is my swivel seat. When I bought the camper, it just had a bench seat at the front with 3 seats up the front, and I sourced a new seat base which was £25 with the seat, which is a seat from a Peugeot Expert, not a Citroen Dispatch, so it didn't match my original seat on the driver's side. Bought the Campervan swivel base for it, and then I had these covers made that are tailored to match the rock and roll bed from TF Chemtex, I think that company was called, and they were quite expensive for covers, but they were bespoke tailored, so I think they were about £170 for the pair, and I just thought that was not bad value because it just completely transforms the look of the camper, and I'm so glad that I did them. This was another addition that I wasn't sure if I'd use it, but I found it really handy, and that's this wash and line. I get quite muddy with some of the walks and runs that I do with Dexter, usually other people's dogs, not so much Dexter, and it's just great to be able to hand wash. I've got some tubes of travel wash so that I don't have to leave him and go to the laundrette just for the odd thing, and it's really handy. Love it. This is another item that's been quite handy. This is a Sealy 10 litre oil catch can. I use it as a waste container. Next thing to show you is this little light. As you can see, it's got the purple. It's a bug killer, and then it's also a pretty decent torch. It's quite bright, so that's handy. And then pretty much the last thing is these magnetic hooks. You can see them. I find them really good because they will stick to things in the camper. If I move over here, the camera should follow me, and they will stick to the side of the camper, and then you can hang things on them. I find them brilliant for that. I can pin them actually on the outside of the camper sometimes, just to put a towel on, but I tend to use them in the back of the doors really to hang coats or wet towels on, or above the diesel heater. Got this shelf above the door, and I keep lots of bits and bobs in the shelf. Obviously you can see pegs, granola, gravy, dog treats, coffee, and I find them really handy to just can't really fit much standing up in there, but they do fit nicely in there, and they're a decent size, as you can see. They're worth having, and they stay put while I'm travelling too, so that's just brilliant. Might get Dexter to come in with this one. He knows what this one is. What's it to be? Come on, bud. This is Dexter's favourite tub. There's the dog treat tub. He gets very excited when I make myself a cup of coffee because he thinks he's getting some dog treats, don't you, buddy? Moved on to the evening now, and been to take this little man for a walk, and he's just making himself at home on the bed here next to me. It does give me the chance to show you the one other thing that I do have in the camper van that I do like, and this is in the curtains. The people at the campsite will be thinking, what is she doing? And I have this thermal bubble wrap, just bought it in a roll from Amazon. I think it was £17 for a roll, and I've cut it to size, and it fits behind all of the curtains. It makes it so much warmer. I don't need to have the diesel heater on at night, and it does help with reducing the condensation immensely. I also have internal, I don't know how far the camera will come around, internal thermal blinds on the passenger windows and the windscreen. You see them. They're black on the outside, well, it's the outside at the moment, and a thermal on the inside. That's for winter. Obviously turn them the other way around in summer, so the thermal layers on the outside or reflective to keep the sun out. So I really like them. And the other thing I can probably show you, oops, just move the camera, is if this little man will get out of the way, I'll just drop the bed. Go on then, Dexter, off. Good boy, good lad. I'll just drop the bed. Oh, there's a gilet on there. And I'll show you that I have, just a lever, the bed down. I've got the seatbelt trapped, there you go. And as you can see, this is my memory foam topper. Stay there, Dexter. And I just leave it rolled up there in the day, and at night I roll it out and it's our comfy bed. Dexter's spot. He likes to get in there more than I do, don't you? Doesn't like sharing it, should I say. Not more than I do. I like getting in the bed, but I don't. He likes to lie that way. He takes up a lot of room for a little dog, look. Don't you? He does. And I'll just put the cushion back out. So you can see. Well, I would if the dog had let me. Dexter, good dog. And this is how those cushions fold out. I do have another one in my cupboard. And yeah, kind of ready for bed. Thank you for watching. If you've liked what you've seen, thumbs up, give us a like, thank you very much. Moving forwards, I won't really feature that much on the videos, I don't think. I don't really like being on videos, but I'm planning to make some travel vlogs, more for my family, so that they can see what I get up to, because you just can't convey the adventures that you're having on a few photos. So it's the best way for those to keep in touch with what I'm getting up to, really. They don't really miss me, they miss the dog. He looks comfy, doesn't he? I don't know where I'm going to fit. So thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye.